Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share a story, a little story time, a journey, if you will, about the hardest 3D modeling project I've ever worked on. What you're watching is a time lapse of my process, but behind every frame, every keystroke, and every undo button I hit, there is a much deeper story. This isn't about just modeling a perfume bottle. It's about resilience, frustration, and learning to trust the process. No matter how impossible things feel, if you've ever felt like giving up, like you weren't good enough, like the obstacles in front of you were too overwhelming, then this is the video for you. On January 2nd, 2025, I sat down with a simple goal. Model and render a perfume bottle, specifically the Candy by Prada perfume. Looking at it, I thought, easy. Maybe a day, max 2. A few challenges here and there, but nothing I couldn't handle. I was so wrong. What started as a quick project spiraled into months of struggle. At first, I thought I was just dealing with Blender's technical difficulties, but in reality, this project became a reflection of everything happening in my life. The world was shifting, a new president was about to be inaugurated, and like many of us, I was processing the uncertainty of what that meant. On top of that, I had just left a job I'd been at for over 3 years, a job that drained me, that didn't align with my passion. It was still a huge part of my life. And when something that's familiar disappears, even if it's toxic, it shakes you. So there I was at my desk using Blender as my escape, my sanctuary, but even in my creative space, I was struggling. First challenge, the simplest part of the model, the curve of the top spray nozzle. I thought this is easy, I've done this before, but suddenly I just couldn't get it right. I spent days just trying to curve a shape properly, like days. And when something that should be simple starts to feel impossible, it messes with your confidence. Then came the logo. Oh my God, the logo. Like, if you've ever tried to perfectly wrap a logo into a curved surface, you know the struggle. Like, I tried shrink wrap modifiers, Bezier curves, manual adjustments. Nothing looked right. It felt like every technique I knew had suddenly just stopped working, and the more I failed, the more frustrated I became. At one point, I found myself questioning literally everything. Like, am I even good at this? Have I actually improved? Or am I just fooling myself? The whole imposter syndrome, that whole thing. Self-doubt creeps in so fast when you hit a roadblock, especially when you're already dealing with uncertainty in your life. By February 1st, a month in, I was still stuck, and honestly, I just thought about quitting. Not just this project, but everything. I was mentally exhausted. I wasn't sure where my life was going, and the one thing that usually brings me peace, 3D modeling, was frustrating me. But here's the thing. I trust the process. Like, maybe a little delusionally, but I trust the process. I told myself, just keep going. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. So I took breaks. I walked away when I needed to. I worked on other things, but I kept coming back little by little, piece by piece. And finally, on February 23rd, I finished it. Is it perfect? No. Would I send this to a client? Absolutely not. But I finished it. And what I gained from this project wasn't just another render in my portfolio. It was a reminder that struggles don't mean failure. Here's what I learned. Your obstacles are not a reflection of your talent. Just because something is difficult doesn't mean that you're bad at it. It just means you're growing. Your creative journey and your life journey are always connected. So the struggles you face outside of Blender or whatever your passion is will show up in your work. And that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to finish. Some projects will take longer than expected. Some techniques won't click right away. And some days you'll feel like a pro, and other days you'll forget how to curve a cube. But if you stick with it, if you push through, you will improve. If you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever felt like giving up because things aren't going the way you planned, don't. Keep pushing, keep trusting, keep going. This project tested me in every way, but I came out stronger, smarter, more confident in my ability to figure things out. And that's what matters. If you're struggling like right now, whether in Blender, in life, or, both, just know that you will get through this. Even if it takes longer than you expected, you will figure it out. Thank y'all so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Let's keep growing, struggling, and succeeding together. And as always, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. If you find something that sends you out, remember to make space for it. Bye, everybody.